10-second countdown, folks. Hey, it's time for Muttley's Big Adventure. Wacky Races, Group A, Round 1. Conquer Splish Splash, which is just World 2. Somebody's died already. Somebody's killed Muttley. Let's get the OST for this maniacally weird game. By Atlas, 1992. 1992, Hanna-Barbera made this game. Well into the SNES eras. So nobody's seen this, right? Like, it's so late. You're playing as Muttley because Muttley rules. I don't know. You can bite enemies. You can grab a bone and pick a power. You can have flight there. You have bark. You have a bomb. I assume the heart heals you. I'm not sure about that one. Wacky Races was a shitty Hanna-Barbera cartoon from the 60s, yes. This game's alright. The show isn't. The show is, like Speed Racer puts it to shame in a lot of ways. It's the only other racing show from that era I can even think of. It's just like a bunch of characters goofily racing in a non-canonical, it's not a series, it's just like a one-off race, and each episode's different, and nothing matters. It's not a real race, it's just like Scooby-Doo kind of shit, where it just, they're just on a track, and then at the end, they say somebody wins, and it's never the bad guy, of which there's only one or two, always trying to cheat. And Muttley there is his assistant. They just kind of pick one of the good guys, and then they win. That's what happens every time. Oh, did he ever win? Nice. Egg on my face. He never won any of the ones I saw. Anyway, this abomination of cartoons that I've just described got rebooted recently into a much better but still kind of bad children's show. It exists again. It's back in my life. I can't get away from Wacky Races. I found all the characters in this to be really obnoxious. Just like a strongman kind of dude. There's like a valley girl, and we're gonna see some of them because they're bosses in this. So you're gonna see their terrible machines that they race with. Yeah, there are characters that I can't even name, and I watched this show because I watched every damn cartoon. I don't even know their names. Let's look them up. "11 different cars. The Slag Brothers rock and gravel in a caveman-themed racer called the Boulder Mobile. Their car is made of rock. The brothers, who talk in caveman gibberish, power it by hitting it with their clubs. Who could forget them? Those Hanna-Barbera gems. Professor Pat Pending, the Converticar. This car transforms into pretty much anything that can move. The bone here is really the big thing. They're picking their power, and they get a ranged attack in flight. What's going on, Psych?
Did you allow my dog to do commentary for this race?
Have you seen this cartoon?
Yeah.
I'm over here describing it. They got a character called Lazy Luke, and Hanna-Barbera made Lucky Luke. So I don't know if that's
Oh,
just a joke
it's
on there.
absolutely not the same thing. It's a completely different world apart.
Rufus Roughcut, a lumberjack, and his companion Sawtooth in the buzz wagon.
Yep. He's got a beaver alongside with him in order to help with some delicate task.
Now they introduced most of these characters a bunch, and I can't remember their names, but this is just me rounding them off in an awful sarcastic way now. So here comes here comes Penelope Pitstop, the only lady in the show.
Yep. And her gimmick was that she's pretty. Woohoo!
She's a Southern belle, and she drives in a compact makeup kit.
Yep.
Are you guys reading the lore and Wacky Races characters?
You bet.
Yep.
Why would you do
the
this?
deep lore of Wacky Races.
Because
Who
the
told you this
anthill.
was alright?
Because the anthill mob, 7 dwarf gangsters, and the bulletproof bomb is something fun to read. Because it's so bad. They just couldn't come up with characters at all. This is like the bankrupt ideas. Every car is the worst. Peter Perfect, a gentleman racer, and the Turbo Terrific.
I can't help but notice that there's no racing in this game called Wacky Races.
Yeah.
The enemy cars show up and you bite them. That's what Wacky Races is to Muttley.
Oh, okay.
It's like that was not even how the show went. It's like it was well, you know, the dog's master will do this, and then the dog will just constantly ridicule him and just go.
Yeah, that sounds right.
He managed to get ahead of everybody else a lot. Like, why didn't he just do the race? He could have just won.
It's a Scooby-Doo race. Anytime they had that kind of stuff going on, you just kind of teleport to the lead based on, whatever. Is he?
Rubber band AI.
I think he's fighting the Peter Perfect guy right now. I can't tell which racer that is.
Oh yeah, is burping. Oh, I thought those were bones. What is that?
He's burping.
What are you burping at him?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what is the burping going on. Oh, all right. Pit Stop Perfect is going at perfect speed. Peter Perfect. I don't know. It's just I saw the show in French, so I have no clue like what the English name of the characters were.
Penelope Peter. Peter. Perfect.
Yep, Peter.
So is this boss the end of Wacky Races that they kill him,
No.
or is there more?
This is first boss.
Okay, so they have to kill 2 bosses in order to move on to round 2.
There's a couple cars they gotta get rid of here.
Oh.
Can't wait to see them all.
Oh yeah, I think there were maybe... It's like, I don't remember much about this game other than this game was once in Nintendo Power at some point, and even then, I don't know. I think there was like maybe 2 bosses per level.
This game came out in 1992, so that's an interesting thing.
Oh yeah.
Sure is a licensed platformer.
According to the Wikipedia, my audience lied to me and Dick Dastardly has never won. Dastardly never sees victory. We better edit this wiki if that's not true. Dastardly deserves a win in the same vein that Waluigi would, because he's pretty much just that character.
No, I think he just came close to winning once, but then he just decided to give up on it in order to sign autographs for his dog.
Do you really think
And it
vandalizing
and it
Wacky
was
Races
like
would be a
also
good idea, Smite?
And it also was like the only race where he actually was winning legit, because the gimmick of the show is that in every episode he just tries to cheat in order to get rid of everyone or just super boost his car, even though pretty much everybody already does that in the show, so I have no clue why everyone else is allowed to cheat but not him.
They made 5 of these games. One was made in 2000. The other 3 are later. Man.
They made a Wacky Races game in 2000. Why?
Well,
Yeah, that show was pretty much like stuck in the end of the 60s.
I didn't care about Wacky Races in 1991. Why would I care about Wacky Races in 2000?
Well, you might care about it in 2017. I have seen the reboot. It exists.
Why will it have a reboot?
It's a very well-drawn reboot. Comparatively, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the original show looked like shit, but to be fair, that was because that was like very early period Hanna-Barbera, where most of the backgrounds will just like go from left to right, and everyone was drawn sideways.
Well, listen, you say early Hanna-Barbera, but they were drawing Tom and Jerry pretty damn early. I don't think they get a break on that. They were just taking shortcuts in the 60s.
Yeah.
They were just, they were just busy killing American animation for 30 years. That's what they were really doing.
Hey, Clutch Cargo is a classic. You bite your tongue. It looks like John and Linebacker on stage 2 right now.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry was Hanna-Barbera, and some of the ones that are very well animated theatrical releases with them.
Oh, I see. You have to punch the dog to continue.
You see, you come in and say authoritatively that they didn't make any, so I looked it up and they made 114 Tom and Jerry's. They totally did those.
I feel like Tom and Jerry has just kind of existed constantly in some format.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if
mean,
they're the only ones who made them, but they made quite a few.
Oh yeah, wasn't the movie like complete shit as well or something like that just because they did the mistake of actually, making them talk?
Oh yeah, I saw that movie.
They did that in the show too. Like some episodes they just talked.
Yeah,
Weird.
that's a thing. The
Same
dog
with
is the only
Wile E.
one who's
Coyote,
allowed to talk.
sometimes he talks.
Oh yeah, now that's the inventor with his flying car and
Yo.
everything.
That's the professor, yeah. Get him, John. Everyone else is having a bad time with this bridge. This orca that jumps off the freaking
Yeah. And Peter Perfect is definitely stomping a bunch of people as well.
I'll tell you what I think John's advantage is here. He's not doing anything but getting the HP upgrade. He's decided that 6 hearts is nice, and it's working out.
Yeah, but nobody else went with the health. He's the only one who has an increased life bar.
Well, you see, it's a strategy. When they die, it means they get to go back to level faster and try again.
I appreciate that when the game over screen pops up and Motley is dead, he still thinks it's funny.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Again, I would say it made more sense if Daredevil Whatchamajig was the character.
So is this Wacky Races music we're listening to right now, Spine?
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, probably should live. Oh yeah, that totally sounds Wacky Races.
I'm sure that Hanna-Barbera didn't have much budget for the 800,000 shows that they were making. The solution to that is maybe don't make so many shitty shows. I truly do abhor all of them. I hate almost every single one in the 60s, Scooby-Doo included. Man, I don't know how that one popped out. When I was a kid, I thought it was the most boring show in the world, but it's the one that managed to succeed. They also made like 300 other ones in Scooby-Doo. They just threw darts at the wall and Scooby-Doo stuck, really, because they made 300 other investigation shows, not just cartoons. But
Have you ever seen that article about like all the shameless Scooby-Doo ripoffs that they made afterwards?
I've seen those.
Wait, Scooby-Doo ripoffs?
Yeah. It's just like a bunch of kids and a talking animal. They solve mysteries, but it's not necessarily a dog.
Yeah, it's a car. It's a shark that sounds like Curly. I've seen them all. I've seen Josie and the Pussycats. I've seen that damn car. I've seen the Caveman episodes.
Captain Caveman.
But yeah, personally, I think I had better memories of Scooby-Doo because when we got them in French, actually they had the very good decency of also cutting away the laugh track, so it was a million times more tolerable.
Hey, listen, Don Knotts is gonna guest star in every episode, and you're gonna love it. And we're gonna bring in the Globetrotters. They had a cartoon where the talking animal was actually a thespian ghost. I don't remember what his name was, but boy howdy was he the worst one of all. I couldn't stand him.
Kids will like this, right? Kids have to like something.
Funky Phantom, that sounds right. That's a good name for a show.
Oh, alright, I think Proton John is done.
No, he's not, because
Oh, he still has one more level. Oh my
He
god,
saved
how
his
long is this
life.
freaking challenge?
not only that, he has to show us the idle animation or he doesn't win.
Wait, is that part of the terms?
It is. The idle animation is Muttley pulls out a lawn chair and puts on his sunglasses. And I won't let them win if they don't show me that.
Damn, that's pretty cool.
Do they know at the very least?
They do.
Oh, okay.
Stipulated this pretty clearly. I demand Muttley's AFK pose.
Yeah, Muttley going AFK.
Yeah,
Yep.
He's done playing.
I love to throw this game in here and just insult Hanna-Barbera for 30 minutes.
Be honest, this is just all you did. You just made this entire tournament to bitch about Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Nah, even then you will still find a way to rope Hanna-Barb run there.
No, that's what I said. The entire tournament, like, it's going to be a completely unrelated game.
Yeah.
Hey, they've
Just
made
one
Like,
thing
we're
that
going to
Jabber
play
does.
Mega Man 6 and he's just gonna be like, oh my god, fuck the Tom and Jerry movie.
You know, this reminds me a lot of Jabberjaw and how much I hate him.
They made good stuff. They also made 300,000 bad cartoons.
Yeah, shotgun approach.
Oh, okay, so Linebeck also made it to whoever, what's his name, the inventor.
This hell stage.
Well, at the very least, now at least Linebeck is stuck into another hell stage.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think anybody is going to really finish here. Maybe John might finish, but it's
Yeah, maybe, but even then, he still has a boss after this level. And the level also seems to be kind of on the awful side because it's got a whole bunch of tiny gaps, and you kind of have like to do these jumps, and if you get hit by an enemy, you essentially die.
Yeah, like two of them are still on. Okay, Flarga just made it to stage 2 now.
Yep.
Eric Von Wolf is still fighting Peter Perfect, pit stop.
Yeah.
I have more trouble with this than I expect. You can float in this platformer, you can throw projectiles. It's not too bad. But you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
You
clearly,
also-
this
might be
is
also
where
blind in that
Bubsy
range.
got its inspiration for gliding.
Well, this game actually came out after Bubsy. I'm pretty sure.
Wait, did it?
Let's take a look.
You said this was 91? I want to say Bubsy was 92.
This
yeah,
is
I think
92.
it's either
Oh.
92 or 93. Oh. No, there's still another part of level left to this. So John is still not even up to the boss yet. Okay, yeah, Eric Von Wolf just gave up. He moved on to the next game. I mean, to be fair, he was nowhere near close to clearing it anyway, so hey, that's a good move.
Eric is sick of thinking about Captain Caveman.
Alright, come on, John. You have 1 minute left to finish this level and kill whichever racer is at the end of this.
And then show me an idle animation.
Yep, if you win this and show an idle animation, you automatically win no matter what the outcome of the rest of this game is.
Could you imagine if they timed out because they didn't get the idle animation in time?
It's looking likely, honestly. It takes a bit.
Yep. Oh, alright, at least we're gonna see. Oh, yeah, it's Penelope, whatever her name is.
Final boss,
It's got 30
Penelope.
seconds.
I can't believe how long it took to get here. It really wasn't that mean. I guess the bosses are harder than I figured they'd be for the players to beat here. They take way too many hits. John gets a full
and I
heal.
guess that people also didn't stick well to the whole gimmick of the weapon system that the game has, so they
I tried
kind
to
of
explain
just...
it. But John used it correctly there. He just got a full heal and easily won.
Oh my god, he actually did it!
Too late.
He barely beat the challenge in 20
No,
minutes.
he didn't show the idle animation.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's right. His name is Dick Dastardly, right?
Richard Dastardly.
Richard.
Everyone takes 20 on this.
Yep. Sadly, I did not see a idle animation.
Everyone's on Legendary X.
Yep.
I'll have to load this game up myself and show the damn animation.
Well, clearly you need to replace the character on the arcade pit board by this. Like, whenever you're waiting for him to move, he's currently lounging onto his chair, and only then he starts moving whenever the players decide to go for a move.
Oh boy, we got some precision jumping going on here. That's gonna be a fun time. So have we moved on to the Legendary X theme now?
No, this is Wacky Races. I'm loading up my
I was
animation.
gonna say it feels a little upbeat.
Loading up my very important animation here. Let me scale this sucker down here.
Rocky Races.
The worst thing is that the introduction of this is like, it's about as good, the same quality than the actual intro of the show.
There's that meaty chomp that nobody got to hear. I wanted you to hear that too.
It's pretty good chomp sound.
Destroy my
see
snail.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of, the sample does have some bite at the very least.
Okay, idle time.
I want to see that launcher. I want to see those sunglasses.
Might take a while. I wanted them to have to sit here for a minute, but nobody got there, damn. I didn't think they'd take, I thought they'd take like 8 minutes, honestly. Because that's how long it took me to run through it, but I knew about how to use the hearts.
It really does take a long time. There we go.
Oh, he's got more than one. Oh well, they're all good. All the production value went into this.
The RNG, oops, you didn't get the sunglasses idle animation, you have to restart.
That's right. Let's try again. Maybe it's per stage different. Maybe it's different.
Yeah,
on
maybe.
stage too.
I guess we'll see.
Do I need to reboot? Did I soft lock my idle animation?
Oh, maybe you got a bad RNG.
Let's re-roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that the animation changes depending on the level, so I guess we probably should check out level 3 as well.
Hell yeah, I
Because
will.
maybe then there's gonna be another animation.
Can't get enough of this.
That's a weird amount of effort to put in.
Why did they put an ass in that tree? That's the real question.
Have you never gone and picked up some nice asses from the local ass tree? They're in season right now. They're really fresh.
Hey, there it is.
There we go. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's reboot. Let's check out that last one. I didn't know about this. This is a new feature. This game just earned like 3 points to me. Go, America. That's America there, by the way. That's it.
Yeah.
Actually, let me look at that again.
You're starting in Canada, but whatever.
Here's America.
Yes, welcome to America.
Go, America. Red, white, and igloo.
He does not have an idol for this one.
He just doesn't.
Nah.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's pretty cute.
What an all-star game. Anyway.
There's a weird amount of effort put into that, yeah.
Legendary axe.
John just fell into lava.
This is a PC Engine thing. I wrote them some controls that I pulled out of a GameFAQs manual that was written like a caveman would write it, and I thought it was stupid, so I put it in there. Stage 2, beat. Button 1, jump. Button 2, attack. D-pad, move, Gogan.
Move, Gogan.
Gogan
Oh
fell.
no! That damn level.
I like these gremlins on the game over screen, they're pretty good.
Wait, push run to continue.
I can't believe Proton John was 10 seconds short of gaining time.
Mm-hmm.
These bears have a really strong uppercut and swipe.
Oh, I see. There's like if you don't attack for a while, you get a powerful attack that charges up.
It's funny that the GameFAQ didn't even mention.
This is like the third time I've looked up at John's feet. It's just been full of lava.
Yeah. But this time he didn't get knocked out. He just walked in the lava on his own volition.
Yeah, he's going for a bath.
The
Yeah, I mean,
soundtrack
a lava bath definitely cleanses the whole body.
this song is pretty good, except for the instrument that's supposed to be like maracas or something.
Yeah, that little cling, 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 cling.
It just yeah. It sounds like it's corrupt.
The one that's totally not out of place at all. Sounds like crickets. Oops, cricket got to the recording studio. Well, we only got enough time for one. This is gonna have to be it. That's the master.
Yep, currently the volcano level is definitely taking no prisoners. Ah, and the jungle too is not taking prisoners, it seems.
Legendary axe. The Wacky Races was for me. This challenge is by Extreme Zero. We'll see if they did a better job balancing than I did. I should have just done 2 bosses. I guess Penny was too much.
Yeah, but even then, pretty much nobody made it past the inventor.
Maybe I should have stuck him with stage 1, but I don't think it was much easier. John is having a hell of a time with this rope.
Yeah. Yep, there we go.
Everyone else is having a hell of a time with either bears or boulders. The boulder you slap until it dies.
Yeah, I mean, just like boulders.
You know who else sucks a whole lot? Wallygator. Wallygator can go right to hell.
Oh, there we go! Eric Von Wolf is the first one to clear the second zone.
Oh wow. Like 850. Not too bad.
919 for that. So
Yep, and Proton John is done too.
Proton John's done in
Legendary.
747. So Eric.
Yeah, I mean,
actually
technically
passed.
it's a little faster because Eric did start the second game like 2 minutes before he was done with the other game.
Yeah. Everybody timed out on
Tornado was approaching.
Well, here comes Wolf Team, El Viento, making Ernest Evans look like a gem. Here it comes.
Yep, and again, this boulder keeps not taking any prisoner. Linebeck just got destroyed by it.
El Viento is supposed to be the hard game in the pack, not Wacky Races. I'm looking for just 1 clear of the first boss. And it is obscene how much garbage is going on, and there's not a whole lot you can do about any of it, so you just gotta survive to the tank and defeat it. It's right down the road. It takes about 4 minutes to get there, and the boss is crazy.
Oh yeah, and also you have to destroy a tank using boomerangs.
I can do that. That's no problem.
I can see that.
This almost reminds me a little bit of Ys, except you have slightly longer attack range. There's still stuff coming at you from off screen super quickly.
I was thinking about using East 3 and just having them get past the first couple screens. Usually what I do when I play that game is grind on bats for like 3 levels.
That's pretty much what you have to do. Like, the only way you fight enemies in that game, you just bump into them, so they're gonna hurt you regardless.
How about a puzzle where the objective is in a Japanese RPG to get out of town? Just I just gotta make sure the people playing don't read Japanese, and then give them this and figure out what you have to do to leave town.
No Google Translate either.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm starting to have some ideas as to why this game might be a little unfair.
I love the explosions.
I appreciate that the soundtrack has changed to a different song from Legendary Axe, and the cricket instrument is still there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that. That could
Yo,
be
look at this
like
car.
level-like music.
It's
Look at that car.
so-
That should be a car from Wacky Races.
It's so jazzy.
Yeah, the blowing up mobile.
Yeah. No, seriously, look at this thing. Like, people fly out of it, it starts moving around like crazy. It's great.
I saw Flargra fighting spiders. I don't remember the other players doing that. Did he make it? Did he go too far?
No, I think he's still
Level.
stuck on level 1.
Oh, they got to level 2 so quickly. Let's play that El Viento music. Not that I don't enjoy this, except for the crickets. If this went there, I'd actually grab the soundtrack, I think. Damn, those crickets ruin everything. El Viento has a good bunch of slappers, though. Here it comes. There's the tank. John's there.
Oh,
John's dead.
yep.
Game over. Back to the start.
And over.
Oh,
Oh, there's no
continues
continues neither. Oh boy.
Well, there
now. Oh,
is,
wait,
but
there are continues, but they throw you back to the start of the stage.
Oh my god.
That's cool. That's nice.
you just gotta go through here carefully, and I don't think you can get any health back. All this damage is damage taken.
Yeah, it seems especially troublesome, like in that one screen, for instance, with the cars that just go and attack you.
Or when motorcycles pass you back and forth.
Oh man, listen to
God.
Genesis try to do orchestra hits. It's great.
Yeah.
God bless him for trying, but it just doesn't work.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to make realistic sounding orchestra hit with FM synthesizers, especially the one that the Genesis has. It's like, this is complicated shit.
Lineback was beaten by the boulder boss. Could not figure out how to kill it quickly enough.
Yep. Oh my god, I love these orchestra hits. Eat your heart out, owner of a lonely heart. This is a much more hardcore orchestra hit.
If I had to pick one game that was kind of the quintessential video game orchestra hit, I would probably go for Turtles in Time. They love their orchestra hits in like mid-90s Konami Super Nintendo games.
Oh, now that song just wants to try and sound like the intro to James Bond.
Our players are taking a lot of hits in El Viento. I'm not sure if they can beat the tank even with a full bar of health. It's
Eric
pretty
and I are
hard.
actually pretty close together right now. But they just shove you off screen. I don't think they even hurt you when they do that. They just push you.
Yeah,
Comes
I
with
have
the tank
no clue.
halfway up. So this tank has a couple of forms. John's trying all kinds of stuff. None of it's going to work. He needs to sit there, dodge the shot, and kill it, which doesn't seem
Yeah.
too bad, but
Oh, man.
Ah, no.
What is a tank? Oh no, that's just the ruined barrel. I thought there was a little face on the tank.
the tank has more forms than I'll care to mention. We'll see him here if John masters this game and gets there. Eric hasn't made it there yet, I don't think. Linebacker,
Yeah, I
did he
think so
finish?
far. Oh yeah, I
He took
I
a
didn't
pass.
notice. I don't know if he actually finished or if he just outright gave up.
I can't believe he passed when he was at the boulder boss. He was so close.
Meanwhile, Flarguro is still trucking. No. I was saying he was still trucking on, but I think he's about to just give up.
This game's, it seems doable up until the point where the tank shows up, and then it's like, nah, actually, you're not even close to winning this first stage. Like, your health is being chipped away, but you still feel like you're winning until that tank shows up and makes you feel real bad.
Yeah,
Makes you feel...
does a lot of damage.
Yep.
The tank is pretty much the challenge. This is like running through a whole Dark Souls stage to get to the boss. This is what this reminds me of. It's just, that's what you're trying to learn, is this one fight, and you got all this nothing in the way. This stuff, just skeleton guys. Equivalent.
Yeah,
They
just
don't
too
do
bad that
anything.
unlike Dark Souls here, they cannot choose to just, ignore everyone.
Yeah, and they're out of Estus flasks.
Yep.
It's a situation. They just have this 4-minute run, basically, per boss attempt. Hopefully someone will get it, but we'll see. It is something that you have to do right, because the tank will mess you up if you don't dodge it.
Yeah, it's just most of the things in this game do kind of little damage, but then you get to this boss whose a single hit will drain something like the 5th or the 6th of your life bar, so...
The motorcycles are pretty rude. They push you around and drain your health.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But yeah, I think Prolon John might be in a good way in order to do an attempt. Still have the 3/4 of their life left.
Yep, best attempt so far. Every time he gets there, he has a quarter more HP than last time.
Yep.
Alright, tank time.
The timing on the freaking tank shot is... the trigger in the back pulls back. The hammer pulls back. It's a gun, really. It's a gun tank.
Yeah.
And
Huh?
so he made it to phase
On
2.
phase 2.
It's even worse, but
It's getting there.
here's phase 3. There's 3 phases, actually.
Oh!
Yeah, surprise!
And now it's
Actually-
a Gatling gun.
This one doesn't seem too bad.
He's doing really well. He's got enough
Yeah,
HP
somehow
to do
the
it.
first phase was
Hey!
like the hardest one.
Yeah, if it's the second and third phase are really... Oh, you thought you won? Well, you don't have enough HP to beat these. Long time
Biggest
no
thing in
see.
the first phase, you just really need to catch the fact that the trigger pulls back whenever it fires the shell.
Yep, it's just a gun. You're fighting a giant walking gun. That's the only indication you have it's going to shoot. Proton John is done at 36:49. He beat all 3 games, but Wacky Races took 5 seconds too long.
Yep.
Too bad.
You hate to see that happen.
Uh,
And now we got a battle for second going on here.
yeah, the 2 on the right are way behind because they passed on both games. Eric only passed on 1. So if linebacker Flarger can beat that tank about as quickly as John did it in let me get that time.
Yeah,
about that
but
fast.
even then they're kind of having some troubles. Both did game over in the part of the level where you get attacked by cars.
If Eric cannot beat this game and they beat it in about 7 or 8 minutes, they can win. That's what they have to do to get a point here. Of course, they'll be fighting for third. That's worth points as well. But I don't know. We might end up with a tie if they can't get any of them.
Alright, in the meantime, Eric Von Wolf is about to have another stab at the tank with about 60% life. Oh yeah, I think it might be the first time he actually managed to get through the first phase. The question is, are they gonna survive long enough?
Man, those explosions are so off-putting.
Yeah. It's like the explosions are gigantic, but even then you cannot just see the character taking something like, I don't know, 5% damage.
Like, Contra would look at this game and be like, nah, that's a little too much, man.
Eric was
Tone it down a bit.
Eric was on phase 3 there and did not he tried to tank it and burn it down, and that didn't work so well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he tried going to phase 2 a little bit too conservatively. Like, he probably needed to hurry things up a little bit more instead of trying to dodge. At this point, I'm probably just thinking there's no dodging most of the nonsense that boss does.
I think Lineback's finding out that this is not a scrolling screen. You have to destroy the cars. Finding out painfully that that's true. Look at John's stage that I did not make them play.
Yeah, to be fair, that level kind of looks like great garbage.
It's fun little roller coaster ride. Look how much time is spent just standing there doing nothing. It's engaging, it's thrilling.
Oh yes, also the top-notch level design.
I
It is
remember
nice that
this.
they don't instantly kill you at least.
Oh, they pretty much are just... They might as well be death sticks. Here's the real irritating stick.
Like, what is this? Who designed this game?
These spikes that are just like fire. They just burn your health away. I think this is the furthest I've gotten with cheating. With rewind, I beat stage 2 here. You're supposed to stand on this boulder and ride across the spikes. It's as bad as a Hanna-Barbera cartoon from 1968.
God damn you, Magilla Gorilla.
Magilla Gorilla for sale. Here's a boss.
Ooh, ooh.
You have to fight them
Do you
on Raisin
mind
Bran.
coming down to ground level to fight also, boss?
2 scoops of boss fights. It's just a little corner. What a good smart boss.
Oh, she lost.
What a-
Easier than the tank. The tank is really bad. Goodbye. There's some kind of huge plot going on that nobody understands.
Yeah.
She flew away, but she's still here in front of Rushmore, which is where we actually were. One of the presidents is looking off into space.
Wait, that game is supposed to take place in America?
Yeah.
I will not have guessed looking at how the game unfolded.
Smite, did you not catch on that all these games take place in America?
Well, we can try and figure out the plot to viento if you want. Lineback was at the tank, but couldn't pull it off. Man, the cover for this game. Let me just grab this.
Yeah, let's see the cover.
Oh, alright, it's time for yet another encounter against the tank.
Oh, you gotta dodge those shells, they do so much damage.
Yep.
You cannot tank and spank here.
It's like, why are these explosions so huge? They just blind the fuck out of you.
Oh, that's a cool box.
Arrgh.
It's like Dick Tracy with magic.
Dick Tracy with magic and also black hair. Even though in the game and the cutscene her hair is green.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
just-
the writing for this is pretty hard to read.
How hard?
Well, let me get my narrator voice out here.
Alright.
In a dark chamber of the shrine, candle flames ceaselessly flicker, casting shadows of 2 people onto the surface of the cold, rough pavement. One is a middle-aged man, the other a young and attractive girl with beautiful blonde hair. Blonde's misspelled. In the dim light, the heated discussion takes place over Vincent DeMarco, the kingpin of the mob of New York. You have not heard of DeMarco yet? Asked the woman. Don't pressure me. Oh my god, this is long. This is very long.
So wait, that's all on the cover?
This is all in the first page of the instruction manual.
Oh.
So, I guess she's some kind of cop and she's fighting the mob.
Yeah, it's pretty standard cop uniform she's wearing right now.
Yeah.
The flames of the candles quiver as the shadows of the 2 are swallowed up in pitch darkness. So Vincent DeMarco and the mob, they have a gun tank. And then there's that lady who's friends with gargoyles. They have that too.
In this day and age, who can't afford a gun tank? John find some kind of dash move, or is he just going really fast?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's like a dash move indeed in this game.
You get power-ups, but I don't think any of them have gotten any of that yet. I think they're still on stage 1, and John's on stage 1-3. That's how long and how horrible this is.
Oh god. Alright, so we clearly need to do a full playthrough of this at some point.
Look how fast these rats are moving.
Yeah, that's kind of a template of about all of the Wolf Team action platformer games. It's like, they also made Ernest Heavens, and yeah, it's somehow even more unplayable in this game.
Alright, we got 2 simultaneous tank fights right now. Flarga is on the final form. Is
He's
very
figured
close
it
to
out.
dying here.
Hey, Flarga's beating it.
Yep, Flarga actually beat a boss!
Lineback's learning about the hammer.
Yep.
Oh, it's Vincent DeMarco.
Yep.
Helping Hastura's followers. Admit that you're doing it for money. You're always doing stuff for money, Vincent DeMarco. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, that's his deep characterization. Does things for money.
It's always where's Vincent DeMarco, but not how is Vincent DeMarco.
And Annette's always not doing things for money. That's what she's all about. Not doing things for money.
Yeah, she's about doing cup things for not money. Also, the level in which Proton Johnny is, that just like the tile set is just flat out reuse from Ernest Evans too.
I believe it.
51:34 is Flarga's time, and that is too slow to beat Eric. It's Flarga in 3rd place.
Oh yeah, remember when the mafia bosses and everything just summon these water lightning dragon?
Yeah, that was my favorite part of Godfather.
Oh, I think I remember these. I did make it here, and we're getting pretty close to where I quit. This game just keeps on going, man. It just gets worse.
Oh my god, what is this garbage?
That's El Viento, baby.
Well,
All these explosions are so much.
Yep.
Eric has 20 seconds left. They passed up, actually. They're out on this game, so they have only finished the one game. Their final time is 49:19. Lineback's the only one left in this.
Yep.
What is
Yeah.
Lineback's combined time right now?
I think it's going to be a 60 minutes, because I don't think he's beat a single game, unfortunately.
He got to the boulders on the caveman game and somehow gave up there. I didn't see why. Maybe he ran out of credits. He was so close to beating that one. He started this game at 5:53. So he's 15 minutes in. This was the geese pack. What did you think?
Whew! Yeah, this All-American pack was clearly powerful.
I loved it.
Meanwhile, in the intro of Contra 3... Wait, in 1928?
Yeah, that's about right. Sounds like the right time for what I was reading.
The founder of the religion. The only religion that exists.
Religion is just what it's called. The ultimate one. Let's see here. Yep, just a couple minutes left for linebacker. John says the big problem with all three of these games was the knockback. All three of them.
Yeah, I mean, the first one, it was definitely a big problem for sure.
I feel like John's big issue in Legendary Axe was the lava.
Legendary actually says it was the butterfly.
Alright, so essentially that leaves us with, one final attempt at the tank boss for Linebeck, because that's probably going to be all the time he'll have.
I want to see another player beat this tank. We had 2 on all the games that got cleared. Except for Wacky Races. Nobody wins that. It's time for this final battle. Lineback, get him.
Yep. It's no longer time to play for keeps.
I feel like if you don't notice how this tank works, you can't possibly win. It's the only tell you get, and you have to dodge. It's not a great tell either, because sometimes it holds the hammer down.
Yeah.
But you just gotta jump and hope. I think with that, Lineback is out, taking 60 on this one. Well, this group's going one more time. They're doing the second of their 3 games right now. They're a little late on starting it. We had a little delay on getting started, but I think they're fine to go again.
So is it one more pack of games or 2?
This group's going one more time, and then there's another group going once.
Okay.
Now, do they want the Avocet? Is that how you say that animal name? Or the Macaroni Penguin?
Which animal?
AVOCET.
Avocet? I don't know. I'm gonna go with Macaroni Penguin just because it's called Macaroni Penguin.
Yeah, I kind of like the
choice
ring
is
of
kind
that
obvious
too.
Here.
I love Macaroni Penguins. When I was a kid, I had a cartoon movie, like a saga, about a baby penguin getting lost. It was like Scamper's Adventure or something. And he ran into a weird-looking penguin. And he's like, "You're a weird-looking penguin." And the penguin's like, "I'm a macaroni penguin." And I'll never forget it. They're choosing the other bird.
Hey, now some of my best friends are Macaroni Penguins.
Mm-hmm.
They don't trust the bird named after a pasta, apparently, is what I'm hearing. So I have a set is what's coming out. Group A. Round 2. Let's look at this pack. This is not my pack. This is Flaming Rock's. Flaming Rock also made the other one. I didn't remember who made the lobster pack. This Flaming Rock. So they say they did a better job balancing this one. We'll find out. Let's take a look at these games.
Oh damn! I've actually got to go.
Okay. See you
We'll
later.
talk to you guys later.
All right, later, Andy.
Oh, they did decide Macaroni Penguin after all. I'm
Oh,
gonna save that
alright.
set for later. Today, we're gonna go
Alright.
to the next group. This one is mine. They've chosen
Alright.
poorly. Well, maybe not. Here comes Macaroni Penguin. Addams Family, Game Boy.
What?
Save 3 Family. Mega Man 2, Game Boy.
Oh God. Oh
Defeat.
no.
2 Family.
Yeah, defeat 2 family.
Ninja Spirit. Game Boy. Actually, I think this
Alright,
is
the
a
black
PC.
and white pack.
This is a PC Engine game. This one's not mine. Family.
Yeah, defeat bus stage 4 bus family. So what's that game, the Addams Family game, just like all of the other games that ended up being made, like that really stiff platformer where you have to explore a house?
Yeah, that's
Nord.
this. This is pretty much that.
Oh,
All
but for the
over
Game Boy.
Mm-hmm. Show me that mansion, folks. The Addams Family have been evicted. We're talking about the first movie here. I feel like
I can't even remember like the plots of the first movie. I know the second one was they were in danger of having their whole estate being kind of severed apart by some I don't know. Oh God! Oh God!
So, the plot of the first movie was they were reunited with Fester, and he was a fraud, and they were trying to scam them out of their money, and they kicked him out of their mansion, etc. He wasn't a fraud, though. He really was Fester. He just didn't remember. The second one, he married some lady who was going to kill him.
Oh
and
yeah,
take
yeah,
all his
yeah.
money.
That's right. That was.
I feel like most people like the second one much better. This is an open world thing, sort of, just like the other game on the SNES.
Yep.
We're
But
looking
now
for,
on a Game Boy display.
if we're looking for family members all over the place. You gotta go through a little bit of the game to find them. Each one is behind something. I'll tell them where Wednesday is.
All right.
Waiting on 2 players.
All right.
Wednesday is to the left in the graveyard. I told them to go after her first. I feel like that's the first thing they should do. Addams Family Game Boy OST. Does that exist? Yeah, it does. Just waiting on Proton John to confirm that they're ready to play this heap.
Oh.
The way the text fades away makes me think that something is breaking on the game. I think I keep looking over and thinking it's flashing away.
Mm-hmm.
Current score. By the way, I do have that. Let me load that up. Since this is round 2, Proton John has 3, Eric has 2, and Flarger has 1. There are 9 points total that a player can get. We are playing 3 matches per group. The race is starting.
Alright.
But I'm not turning Snatcher music off. Yes, I am.
Oh god. Please bring the Snatcher music back. Oh no.
I think Eric's being fooled by a wall that looks like a brick wall, but I told him very specifically Wednesdays to the left. You can walk through that wall, it's background. You can jump on the enemies, you can sort of attack. There's a bunch of potions that turn you into better monsters than Gomez here. I don't know, he's kind of like a ghoul. I don't know what the hell the Addams family just weird.
Yeah, I really cannot get what's up with his freaking portrait.
Well, they can turn into Dracula and fly around. They can turn into Frankenstein. They can turn into stuff like that, and they get superpowers in this game. I told them to go left to save Wednesday, so anyone who's not doing that, well, good luck. You guys, good luck. This is bad enough without the manual helping you out. Saving Wednesday shouldn't take more than a couple minutes. They should have it done pretty quickly. Speaking of which, I need to start my dang clock.
Yeah, somehow I didn't even notice it was gone. I'm too mesmerized by this freaking game.
I'm gonna start the clock at 2 minutes here. Should be right around now.
Oh. Thanks, Father. I was starting to feel comfortable.
Wednesday is saved. Nice work. Yeah, it's just that easy. Just that easy. She's already rescued. So that's 1 out of 3 family. I will count Lurch if they find Lurch. It's possible that they won't if they go a different route. At least if this is like the SNES game, it seems like it is. It seems like you can go a couple different places. But the way I went, I rescued the grandmother and Lurch. And I called that done.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. I think Linebeck ran out of weapon against the boss. So, is the boss even still defeatable now?
I think you can jump off the skulls. You can jump on things. He's not trying very hard to do that, though. I don't know if he has a plan other than just being defeated.
I guess he didn't.
I feel like you can jump on enemies in this just fine. It sucks, but you can.
Yep, it's the weapon meter, not the boss HP.
Boss
I just
HP
noticed
is,
because generally the meter will go down, you know, without the boss being hit, so hey.
The boss isn't that strong. Proton John's already shown us that. This isn't a very hard game. I feel like the SNES one and the Genesis one are worse somehow. Sometimes the Game Boy becomes so simple of a thing just to get it on there that they make the game better on accident. Linebeck has done it. Saved Wednesday. Now
There we go.
They do have
Oh,
not
and
much in the way
Flargo
of,
and Flargo game over against it.
Yeah, I don't know what continues are like. They probably don't exist. So, you know, we're gonna have to do pretty well here to beat these all in one go.
Wow, what an impeccable looking background that we have here.
Here's
Like,
most.
as much as the forest part looks really good for a Game Boy, the interiors, they don't look great.
Did you know that the original house was full of pastel colors because it looked better in black and white? And they made a joke about that in the second movie. How disgusting pastel colored houses are. Some Addams Family lore for you. Also, in the first movie, they're talking to some kid and there's a giant tombstone pizza advertisement behind them. That's what I remember the most out of that movie. Is that product placement? John's almost out of daggers here.
Yeah, but he still have his golf club.
Yeah, great. That'll help.
Well, I guess it's still better than nothing.
Is it? I don't know. You're kind of not with me on that. There's some knives.
Oh.
This is just the dead end, except for knives. Oh, use the club. Use the club. Oh no. Fargo saved Wednesday.
Yep, there we go. I think
Lineback.
everyone managed to save Wednesday now.
Lineback is going out of the mansion into the trees. I think he's the only one to do that.
I mean, there's probably somebody this way too.
I think so. I didn't go this way. I went in the mansion and saved the other two that I got. But I'm betting that there is. There are quite a few family members and they're scattered all over, so you need to save them all. They'll give you something.
Oh god, that ghost looks like shit. Oh my god.
Let's play the Toy Box song. Proton John has gotten one of the weird, disgusting power-ups.
Yeah, oh, alright.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh, and also you have a hair meter. Yeah! I
went
love
through
this
section. It's not terrible, but the swimming is this.
Yeah, it's just like it looks so stiff. Oh my god. It's like the swimming in the SNES version of the game already wasn't great, but my god. This is somehow way worse.
He's
It's like,
finding out what spikes
that
are.
was not spikes, that's just scenery.
That's spikes. Hey, the Addams love that stuff anyway.
Like, at this point, I totally expect Proton John to just game over just because he cannot figure out what is a deadly obstacle and what isn't in this game.
Listen, if you want to restore your oxygen, you have to get your feet out of the water. Your feet or your air.
Yeah, you see, it's the feet that breathe the most into your body. Yeah, what the hell? He fully surfaced and he didn't even get any hair back. Oh my god.
He's deciding not to fight the really hard to kill fish anymore. He's done with that.
Oh yeah, he needs to land on a platform in order to actually breathe. Having your head sticking out of the water and jumping out of the water is not enough. Oh no, you do get some air back, but not a whole lot.
Plus the exertion from all that jumping, winding you. You can't just get air. You can't just do that.
Like, I can't even figure out what the hell he's supposed to look like now.
Yeah, I wasn't too clear on what these power-ups were, but one of them is Dracula and Flight. I don't know what this one is supposed to be. It kind of looks like Homer Simpson's dying.
No!
Here's
alright, another boss.
Yeah, this is the second boss. So this is
Squid.
pretty easy fight.
Oh, in the meantime, Eric Von Wolf is currently into some kind of furnace.
Yeah, I don't know what John was hesitating for because it really is that easy.
Okay,
was
that's a
waiting for him
great
to-
boss fight.
I was waiting for him to do something. He's just watching this boss hit him. It's that easy. John's got
Yeah.
that boss defeated.
It's just after the other boss, which required some kind of semblance of skill, this one kind of was the complete opposite.
I appreciate the message there. Thank you for saying.
Oh, alright,
I
yeah,
have
we
ice
found a new
cubes.
transformation. Eric Von Wolf is now a speedy pig.
I think that's a wolf man.
Oh, okay. Because it kind of looked like a pig as well.
Well, John's in a pickle where they have two rescued and they did not do Grandma yet, so I don't know where they're at or how they got to this part so fast. They must have gone past something I did. This damn
Oh my
fucking
god,
wolf.
okay, so this boss does not offer any kind of invincibility frame whenever you get hit by it. Eric Von Wolf got fucked over by the insta-drain all of your health devil with pitchforks.
How do you beat this guy?
Yeah, I don't know. Not sure which part of the Oh my god, fuck this game.
It's a much worse boss than the other ones. It's only been 11 minutes. It feels like it's been 20. They have time to beat
Yeah.
this still. They can do
And
this
it
in
kind of
like 8
doesn't
minutes.
help that this game has no continue, so it's just the moment that they die, yeah, their entire progress is lost and they have to restart everything.
I bet that Proton John is regretting the toy box choice now when he sees these Kaizo blocks disappearing surrounded by spikes.
Yeah, it's like it's the blocks that fade away are the one with the evil smirk.
Yep.
The ones that are just frowning, they're just regular block.
It's real disgusting platforming. You have to be really fast and not jump too high or you'll die to ceiling spikes.
Yeah. The ceiling spikes, however, so freaking dumb. Oh, to pee, hot up. Oh yeah, this game also has knockback too. It's like, oh my goodness, we definitely have a little something for everyone with all of these packs.
You know what I should have done, and maybe we'll do in the future, is something like this. Even though the game doesn't count the progress, I know they rescued Wednesday. They shouldn't have to do that again.
Yeah.
John wanted to skip this disgusting jump, but cannot.
Yep. Because, hey!
Here's a slope.
Yep, it's a slow, but it does nothing. Kind of just in the way.
It's a dragon slime. It's very upset about being in this game.
Yeah, rip off much?
Nice castle.
Okay, so I thought that was where you were supposed to go, but I guess not.
Don't jump. You gotta just walk here, or else we'll get you. We'll get you. I keep seeing Wednesday get rescued. A very excited expression.
Yeah.
Man,
But
John's
no,
almost
it's just
dead.
Yep, I think he's on his last leg.
He took that spill there. Just gotta be real careful here.
Yep. Whatever you do, don't jump. Oh god! The ice block, it does nothing!
It's one of those situations where you just absorb the hit because it's too risky to die.
Wow, that golf club is definitely something, isn't it?
I see what he's doing. He wants to find a better way to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Look at these techniques.
Yep. Clever, clever.
An item using man. It seems like he might have played a little game called Mega Man before, or at least strategies.
Oh wow, fuck you too, game.
He's alright. He's alright, folks.
He's alright, but oh my goodness.
The journey continues. Here comes this.
Oh god.
He's made it to the cave.
Yep. Now the question is, can he take down the boss?
Probably. Honestly. Here it comes. But some of the bosses are easier than others.
Oh.
Oh no. He's taking a big hit.
Okay, but the question is, where do you hit this boss?
In the butt.
Oh.
Oh no, he's out of
no, he ran out of power!
Oh.
Golf club, no! God damn it!
What a shame. That's the hope of Addams Family falling away.
That game is disgusting and no continues. It's like, as it is, I'm predicting that nobody's going to finish this one. Everybody had to continue.
I feel like they missed the easy choice on levels here. Easy-ish.
Oh, so wait, Proton John is actually not going back for Wednesday. Oh, and this is a choice that he should have heeded because going right was the wrong choice.
So if you go in the door and head right, you go to the basement, and that's what I did. And it's kind of an inferno down there, but it's not too bad. And that's where the devil guy is.
Oh yeah, I think Eric Von Wolf was against the devil guy, but then he got his ass kicked because the boss did not have any kind of the boss did not give you any kind of invulnerability frame whenever you got hit by it.
Yep.
Okay, but at least Flargro found the easy boss.
To beat that guy, you just kind of you make him float up and you hit him on the bottom half of his sprite with knives. So he does a lot of damage, but he also doesn't do anything besides
there we go.
float around.
He's already dead. So yeah, Flargro might be the one that will actually get out of this whole situation with a win on their game, provided they find another family member within 2 minutes and a half.
It can be done. The toy box is the worst one. Absolutely the worst stage of the ones I've seen. And I don't think anyone should go there.
Yeah, and the boss seemed kind of awful as well. Just like earlier, there was an entire custom set of knives that got shoved in the dog's butt, and it still was not enough to kill it.
John is taking a pass. Perhaps the first pass he's ever taken in this thing.
Yep. The one game that ended up besting him.
He was
Addams
close.
Family for the Game Boy.
Maybe this game will be better. Mega Man?
No.
That's a pretty weird title. I wonder if anyone's ever heard of this.
Yep.
Let's play that Mega Man.
Wait, is something wrong with the Game Boy emulator? Why is Mega Man and the enemies orange?
This all has palette options.
Oh, so you've got a Game Boy, a Super Game Boy on a dime.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
But yeah, Mega Man 2 for Game Boy has acquired over time the least in reputable reputation of being the worst of the Mega Man Game Boy titles, and this is a title that it rightfully deserves.
Hey, listen, this game has sliding, so it's better than Mega Man 2 on the NES.
No. You clearly don't know what you're getting yourself into here.
Myself with the facts. We have a superior Mega
Yeah,
Man
but
game.
sliding does not make a game. I'm just saying that. Oh yeah, also the music is god-awful. Oh, Flargro also decided to skip on the game, so yeah.
If I had done 2 family members, I think we would have seen a bunch of clears. And I was on the fence about whether it should be 2 or 3.
Yeah, but I think 2 would have been too easy.
If they chose the right stages, they would have done it. And Proton John chose the hardest one and still almost did it. Came real close. But ultimately wasn't there.
So yeah, I see you're enjoying the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what they did for this one Mega Man game, but the music is completely messed up.
Time is up on Addams Family.
Yep.
So Lineback can move on as well. I see he's fighting the Ass Bear.
Yep.
Too bad. Cancelled. I do like the boss select jingle in this game.
Yep.
Start with Clash
Lineback
Man.
starts with Clashman first. And meanwhile, everyone else picked Metal Man as their starter. Also, it never stops to throw me off to see how tiny these boss arenas are.
Metal Man sure doesn't take a lot of damage.
Yep.
He doesn't do a lot of damage either, though. So another life in this will be a damage race.
Yep.
Be a pretty easy one to win.
Yeah, that said, it's kind of hard to win a damage race when you can no longer take a hit.
John almost did it. He wanted to commit to that. Didn't want to throw a life away.
Oh, alright. And now I'm guessing you got the fixed version of the soundtrack too.
John's got that boss beaten.
Yep.
That's the first one.
Alright, 1 out of 2.
And John's ahead of the other players because they passed earlier on Addams Family.
Yep. Okay, it took them about 3 minutes and a half to win against one boss.
Well, now they have Metal Blade and Rush Marine. Look at that dog. That's better than any art that's in Mega Man 2. So, again, Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, I gotta say that one screen is like probably the only thing about this game that I like.
I like how much better it is than Mega Man 2.
I'm still saying you definitely need to stream this one game.
Oh, I don't want to play it. I'm just saying it's better.
Exactly what I thought.
Let's go get Stumpman. It looks like those rabbits are throwing fish.
But yeah, I think my favorite thing is how come most of the shots that you end up shooting just end up going through the enemies.
I think I did play this before on my friend's Game Boy. I didn't own it, but I think this was my first Mega Man experience. And then I bought Mega Man 1.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh my god.
Hey, this stage looks different than before. Woodman's got some technology down here.
Yep. We've got Needleman technology going on here. Don't remember if Needleman is in this game or if he's in Mega Man 3. I mean, the Roman numeral 3.
I appreciate how unusable Rush Marine is. Though it doesn't look like you're meant to go under there.
Well, I don't know. I'd say you probably can go there if you... Yeah, you probably will be able to skip this whole screen then. Oh, alright. Meanwhile, Linebeck made it to Crashman, and he's got, unfortunately, no lives left.
This looks like it's gonna be a pain in the ass. This guy's a jerk. Is he still as bad as he ever was?
The very least, his mines are very slow.
Yeah,
But the problem is that you still really don't have a whole lot of space to work with here.
Yeah, I think you gotta use slide, and Lineback's not even trying to slide. I think you
Yeah.
have to. He's got an E-Tank. He might have this, though.
Yeah.
I feel like you got to slide on him just like before, now even more than before. But he's damage racing him with the E-Tank. 2 HP bars is enough to do that, it looks like maybe.
Yeah.
I think the ticket to doing that is to take damage from the mines and not the contact damage because he's just made out of death. He just does way too much. A second boss.
Alright, and in the meanwhile, Prolon John is done. Kill
Lineback's-
2 family.
I think Lineback's in second place, but did I miss a Metal Man kill? Did Eric?
No, that's his first. He started with Clashman.
You got Clash Bomb and Rush Coil.
Oh, Rush Coil.
Where we go now, Lineback. Fan Man.
Alright. Ah, I kind of wanted to see Harriman's level. Because then we would have been able to see all of the levels of the first half of the game without having to play it. Or maybe Flarguro is going to try another level because he just got the game over. Alright, Airman, Airman, Airman. No, don't go to this level! No! I want to see Airman!
Well, hey, let's play this Ninja Spirits music. PC Engine.
Yeah, PC Engine is like the TurboGrafx, right? Or am I mistaking it for something else?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, so how long until we get to see the Darkwing Duck on the Mystery Triathlon?
Well, this is an IREM game from 1990. And it's quite a bit more fun than the other two. This game's in there as a break, but I just enjoy the jump. You can just jump as high as you like.
Yeah.
Just as high as you like. It reminds me of, you ever play Legend of, I think it's called Legend of Kage on the NES. You can just jump over a tree. You can just jump around the whole woods.
Yeah, and the multiple shadow things that are behind you also kind of reminds of Ninja Gaiden 2 for the NES.
I had Legend of Kage as a kid and I beat the hell out of it. I just kept playing it over. It's endless. It just keeps on looping and I just kept on looping with it. I didn't care. I'll loop all day.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Eric Von Wolf definitely have a better handle on how to fight Clashman, but it still didn't stop him from dying.
John's really good with these shadows and the jumps, taking advantage of that.
Yeah, I mean, he did a Let's Play of Ninja Gaiden 2 way back in the past. So, yeah, he's definitely familiar with this franchise. So, of course, with these mechanics, he's pretty much right at home.
That's one boss crushed.
Yep.
Yeah, that is definitely.
So, he
the
has
way
to
do
beat
it.
the boss of level 4.
Yep. I didn't make this challenge, so I had nothing to do with it, including testing it. This is Extreme Zeros.
Oh.
So we'll see how that goes. I like to be blind on these if I can help it. If somebody else made them. And I try and
much
keep
as
my
I thought-
submissions to people that I think will do a good job, so.
Alright, come on, Hairman. No! I just want to see someone do Hairman! Is it so much to ask?
Probably.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I'm sure it's better than the NES and the Airman, but how much better could it possibly be? All that waiting, man. It couldn't be worse than that. Nothing's worse than waiting, right?
I mean, there's also unfair bullshit, which I guess is worse than waiting. Although I wouldn't really say that this is a game which is really unfair. It just, for the most part, it's kind of very shoddy program. Which is kind of weird because there was Mega Man, Mega Man Wily's Revenge before that, and it turned out actually much better than this one ended up being.
I feel like Weight Man is the name of every boss in Mega Man 4, where they all go iframes on you.
Well, there was also the fact that whenever you encountered a boss in Mega Man 4, you had to wait like 10 seconds for their health bar to fill up.
Lineback's pushing it with his 0 lives business, man. He needs some regular energy here.
Yeah, and I don't remember if he has the weakness or not, because I sure cannot remember what the weaknesses of bosses are in this game. Because I know it's not the traditional one from the NES one. Oh, he has rushed coil, so
Flargra.
alright, he can get an extra life.
Flargra losing by 1 pip. Did Proton John die to that boss?
Yeah, I can't really tell. At this point, I'm more looking at Meg. Right, Flargra is on his last life against Metal Man. It's an even battle so far, but it will switch up pretty quick.
He lost this fight by 1 pip just a minute ago, and it sucked.
Yeah,
Now he's
so
doing
far it
worse.
seems that if history's condemned to repeat itself.
He's got to evade some. Oh, that was close.
Yep, by the skin of their teeth. So yeah, everybody else has one Robot Master defeated, so I'd say Lineback is the one that have the better chances of finishing second in the group right now. He has 1 life left, and Metal Man is pretty easy. And who knows, maybe he has the weakness.
John has beaten the tree climbing boss. 6 minutes.
Oh, it's actually his weakness. But the problem is that you have to hit him head on, and doesn't seem like he's got enough ammo to shoot it anymore, which is really weird considering that he still had like 3 or 4 dots on his weapon energy.
I'm not sure if John's on stage 3 or 4 here.
Yeah, sadly the game does not tell. Ow! Decided to hug Metal Man too much.
I want to take a look. It does tell you, allegedly, at least the arcade port of this does. Yeah, he is on stage 3.
Oh, alright, and I think Eric Von Wolf is done. Or, oh no, that's right, he did not kill Metal Man, I think. And again, nobody took Air Man, why?
So we got work to do. I think Lineback is almost done, though. He's got,
Yeah.
The crash bombs. Lineback might be taking second place here.
Yep.
On at least this game.
That said, his overcautiousness might end up costing him the win, just because he keeps to want to try and hug the boss as much as possible
He's trying to do
in
this
order
without
to
taking
shoot
hits.
him assuredly, but the problem is that contact damage with Metal Man is much more deadlier than his saw blades, ironically enough.
Oh man,
Oh,
that was entirely because he was not shooting him. I can't believe
Yep.
he lost that.
So he's going back at it again.
That's a huge loss of time. He could have had some big time save there. He really was taking huge chunks from touching the boss. When it's a boss who just reacts to your shots, so you lead him, you jump and shoot. I feel like if people don't recognize that that's what Metal Man's doing, they have a harder time than they should be having. You gotta pay attention to the AI and what it's up to, and then you'll see. And if you can control his movement, you can make his jump run into your shot. What is that avatar you got there, Psych?
Oh, it's nothing.
It's nothing. It's blank.
Yeah, I'd rather have it be blank, honestly. But yeah, essentially, this is from a magnificent baseball game called Roger Clemens MLB Baseball.
Oh, I have that game.
Yeah, this is the team logo of the Montreal Lumberjack. Pictured here, a lumberjack from Montreal.
Our players in Mega Man have 5 minutes left. John is pretty much cruising through Ninja Spirit. I don't know what will happen if he game overs.
Yeah, but even then, I think there's continues because I think he did game over a few times.
This is an arcade port, so you would expect not only continues, but infinite continues. But you never know.
Yeah, I mean, some arcade ports still put in continues.
Eric's trying real hard to hit Crashman with these leaves, and it ain't
Yeah,
really...
but he's immune.
Yeah. They have an E-Tank, and they have an extra life, so I think this
Yeah,
will be
I
it.
think we're finally going to see somebody get out of Mega Man City now.
Same as Lineback. I think I'd take the death here and start fresh with the Buster, and that looks like what he's doing. Come in with the E-Tank and have 2 bars of health and just avoid contact damage, and I think you got yourself a victory. And save a little bit of time. Look at this perfect playing by him, actually. He's doing exactly what is needed.
Yep. It's like whenever he's about to corner you, you kind of have like to shoot him in order to trigger his jump so that you can slide under him.
John is finished completely. 39:01 total time.
Yep, good job.
That puts John into the single elimination brackets. He has 6 points. He's moving on for sure. The rest of the players, we're looking for our number 2. Let's see who else is moving forward here.
Alright, let's not take any chance. It's C-Tank time. Oh yeah, he probably would have needed it because then he would have died.
Eric has beaten that boss.
Yep, there we go.
They are moving on to the
37 minutes on so far. Oh my god, Lineback, stop hugging the boss! You're overthinking this fight, man. Alright, there we go. He's also done with Mega Man 2. Or Mega Man High High. Yeah, Flargra is probably gonna be the only one who's not going to be able to make it through, considering that he just game over. My prayers have been answered! Yes! Airman! Woo!
Yo, here it is. Eggs. This stage got eggs. Oh.
And it's also got death.
Yo,
Hello.
Hello.
how's it going, guys?
Yeah, good job on all of these
It's
games.
going pretty good. I didn't have to play Addams Family again.
Oh, that stupid game. Ugh.
Also, by the way, Prolon John, I just wanted to tell you, because you forgot to idle into the other game, you did not officially finish Wacky, right?
That's right.
Wait, what? I idled. He did the laugh, or was there a different thing other than the laugh?
There's a stronger. Apparently, it's stage unique too. A strong idle animation where he actually does something stage related.
Oh, I waited around. I got 3 Snickers. I'm like, all right, that's good. Just moved on.
No,
I'm like, that's weird.
but
Usually
no,
you point
the-
out
the
of something crazier.
Yeah, the gold was happening right after Snicker number 3. Damn.
If in the ice stage, which is America, I guess, the igloo stage, he freezes, and in the sun stage you were in, he puts out a lawn chair and starts kicking his feet up. Well,
Damn it. Well, now I feel bad. Well, I ran out of time on that anyways, technically, so.
yeah. I think you're the only one who figured out how E-tanks work in that mess.
I didn't get an E-Tank.
Well, you.
Oh,
you got
in Wacky Racers. In Wacky Racers. Okay, I thought you
Yeah.
meant like Mega Man 2. I'm like, I didn't see any.
Well, there are real E-tanks in Mega Man 2. Those exist somewhere.
Yeah.
Some people use them.
No, I was lucky. I've had a friend or two stream beating Wacky Racers, but apparently I forgot the fact that every jump is terrible in that game. So
Got a barking
I mean,
dog.
that's kind of charitable to say that only every jump is terrible. I thought the whole game was terrible.
the game itself's not that bad, but just like when like there's just it's like Ninja Gaiden, but with more knockback somehow, which was kind of shocking. I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, also remember the one part of Ninja Gaiden where toss bombs at enemies.
It's my favorite part, dude. That's why I'm a fan of the series.
How was
Like
El
somehow-
Viento? I saw you went pretty far into that.
That kind of the same thing. I had seen someone play that before, but I forgot how awful that first boss was.
The first boss is a big hurdle. It doesn't really get worse for a while. It does get worse though. I think it took people a while to figure out that the boss wasn't a tank, it was just a giant gun. And then you could see what it was doing.
Yeah, no, the only thing that kind of saved me on El Viento was remembering you can level up, and that just extends your health meter. So that's when I realized continuing saved your experience. I was like, okay, I'll just kill everything on the way then, instead of just skipping stuff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
me neither.
your score meter is an experience meter. So I think it's I don't know if it's every 50,000 or 100,000 you get health extensions. It doesn't fill your health because that would be useful, but it extends your health. So if you watch if you even watch the race footage, you'll see my health meter's way longer by the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that, like, whenever you were in level 3 or 4, you definitely started to have way more health, and also you had this kind of really neat dash move.
Yeah, I was like, I think there's a slide or something in this game, but I didn't figure it out till then. It was like hold down and forward, and then she takes like a running stance, and then you mash the jump button, and she runs.
Oh,
It's not a good slide, but it's fast.
Mm.
I'm sure the speedrunners love that run.
please just do the dragon punch motion over and over again.
Oh god.
Well, Addams Family Game Boy is an open world thing, so you know, if you made a mistake, it was going to the toy box, I would say. But you almost beat it anyway.
Yeah, I can't believe I ran out of ammo. At that point, I was like, I don't know. I don't think any of my other moves do damage, is the problem.
Yeah, just like, for instance, you had that golf club, and I didn't see anyone manage to successfully land a good hit with it for the entire race.
You can't use it in the air. You have to be on the ground to use it. Which is, I mean, okay, it's a golf club, whatever. Then the other problem is, if you get hit, you can't attack. You actually have to wait, I think, 5 seconds before you can even attack in that game, if you get hit.
Well, Wednesday thinks her dad dying would be funny, so she gives you this useless weapon.
You know what? That seems very on par for Addams Family, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody successfully rescued Grandma. Somebody tried in the basement. That's where I went, and it was another Wednesday kind of situation where it really wasn't very long. It was just going straight to the boss.
Yeah, unfortunately, the boss itself is kind of a bastard that just have an attack. Well, not even an attack. The boss just runs on you and it drains all of your life about instantly.
Oh god. Yeah, the Game Boy one, from what I can tell, is just a port of the NES one, and I think even the SNES one might be the same or pretty close. And
looks like
one of
the
my
SNES
friends
one.
used, yeah, one of my friends used to speedrun that, so he would always tell me like never go to the forest. Which when I did it in the second run, I was like, I've got nothing. I'm done. 17 minutes on the clock, and I have to save 3 people again. I might as well just move on.
Everyone's having trouble with this second boss, this flying tree guy.
It's because your jump is so slow. Like it happens like a second after you've actually hit jump, and then it's really slow moving, and it's instant kill, which is the other stupid thing. Like that was my first time getting hit with something that just killed you straight up. Was the second boss. But it looks like Eric got through it just then. He's on stage 3 now. I think the other thing I didn't realize until like near the end was like, oh, you can upgrade the other weapons. I thought it was just the sword you could upgrade for some reason. So when I realized I could just upgrade the dynamite, that was just like, it was over at that point. So Smite, I gotta ask, why the hell are the challenges this time around so ridiculous?
Well, half of them are mine and half of them are not. The Addams Family one was mine. I gotta take credit for that one, but it was a little overextended. They haven't all been bad.
No, I watched some of the rounds while I was sick, and I was just like, man, Dashing Desperados, like, just like a lot of like, I'm like, wow, these are interesting choices you've made.
Trying to break away from games people have seen too much.
That's fair. I liked was it Voice of Dogs set he had last night with Green Dog and all that?
Green Dog,
That was a good one.
Mendel Palace, and some other Putan.
Puyan, yeah.
I call it that because Rogue Legacy changed the song name when they stole the music, and that's my game, so I've got that stuck in my head.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was the thing that they had done. That's crazy. And then you played it, and I was like, whoa, he's not lying. Holy crap.
They just copied the song. I didn't realize they did that.
Like, who in their right mind is going to remember Puyan, to be fair?
Yeah, it's not as if it's the most memorable of games.
Oh, I got lucky on this ninja boss because I used the dynamite. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I gave him Clue Clue Land again. I handled it alright.
Why? You gave him 5 stages of Clue Clue Land. Why would you do that to anyone?
We toned it down when we saw it wasn't working.
Yeah.
Whenever, like, I think it was Mystery 1 or 2, you gave me Clue Clue Land, and you only asked for like 2 stages, maybe 3. And then when I saw you give him 5, I'm like, he just hates everyone this time.
Well, they saw it last time. These are diehard fans who study my videos, and they know about Clue Clue Land after watching it once, right?
The expanded lore of the Mystery Triathlon.
Yeah, and finally, it seems as if, well, you know, Nintendo also really want people to play Clue Clue Land, considering that it's like on the NES Online thing as well.
Oh, you're right. I forgot they put it on the Switch.
Clue and Clue are coming into Smash Brothers.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's favorite characters.
Forget that other guy.
They're going to be slots 4 and 5 for the DLC.
The new Zelda Cadence game is actually just those two. Once you get far enough, Zelda and Link disappear and you're just Clue Clue guys.
I like to think halfway through it just turns into Clue Clue Land and you have to beat that whole game just to like clear one dungeon, just to troll everyone.
You have to turn on the dimes in sync with the music.
Yeah. God, that health meter is so inconsistent in this game. It's so weird.
Well, it looks like the lead.
Oh, wait,
is...
what is Florgro even throwing? Beer bottles?
Those are the dynamite. That's the grenades.
Ah.
So yeah, like if he's getting to the ninja boss now, which it looks like as long as he stays to the left, he's got this.
Flarga really needs to beat this whole thing very quickly to make up 3 minutes.
Oh no, what has he done?
Oh no!
He got greedy! He thought he could damage rush the boss with the dynamite and everything, but no.
I think he got close too, which is the crazy thing.
Yeah, but yeah, he definitely needed to take a less active stance in the fight.
Currently, Lineback is 30 seconds behind Eric, and Flarga is 3 minutes behind them both.
Did they all beat Mega Man 2, or did they any of them skip it? Because it seemed like they were.
I think Flarga was the only one who skipped.
Yeah,
Yeah, Flarga passed.
Flarga's in 50 minutes pain. He could not beat the bosses. The contact damage on those guys in that game is the worst thing, and some of the players were getting hit by them and losing because of that. They would be better off just eating the bullets.
Did everyone end up taking Metal Man and then Woodman, or what?
They went all in
For the most part, yeah.
Lineback took on Flashman first.
Why?
I mean, he did win because at the
Oh.
very least he did have a heat tank and everything.
I guess that would definitely help.
Okay, there we go. Now the boss
Oh,
is
man.
truly dead.
Obliterated.
Now, only one boss left for Flarga?
Yep, he's got to fight the giant cubes.
You have infinite continues in this game, or?
I thought you didn't, but you might actually.
It is an arcade port, but I don't know the answers to that one. This is not my challenge.
Who wrote these? Or yes, this one.
Extreme Zero made this one. Hey, if you feel like making
Okay.
any, be my guest. Awesome.
I gotta leave in a week. I barely have the time. I'm still unpacking from my move. So.
Oh man, yeah, I've been looking at your Twitter posts once in a while of the project.
Yeah, it is. I'm so excited to have this much room and like make everything be displayed nice, but it's also the biggest freaking headache because it's like, okay, go to IKEA, my car can fit 2 bookshelves, just bring them back, unpack 5 boxes, be like, oh god, all right, here we go again. And then I got so sick last week, like I couldn't even come down here to the basement in the first place to work. So I spent like 3 days just half asleep on the couch. Watching the Mr. Triathlon. You should too. Tune in every day, pretty much at this rate.
Yeah,
Oh my
every
God.
day at twitch.tv/smite.
It's exhausting, but it's all over the place.
How many entries did you even have?
We had 84 players,
Oh man.
and we're pretty much half done now with the big stage, the group stage for sure. The single brackets are not going to take very long, I don't think. Ultimately, they're going to be like, I can check actually how many games that is. And I might even cut them in half like I did last time by merging, matches together. But that's 41 games, and if I do that 22, I think we've already seen 41 games in this side.
Yeah, didn't you have like a crazy amount last weekend? I tuned in and I remember seeing like 5 matches in a row or something like that.
Oh man, I capped it at 4, and it was every Saturday and Sunday has been that, just 4 and 4. It is a lot. It's a lot to do. And preparing for it, man, like I was making most of those challenges, so you have to, you have to run through them, and that takes a while. That prep is rough.
It's Sunday.
Damn it.
I'll never tire myself of this. It's like, call me shallow or anything, but this voice box is the best thing I've ever bought in my whole life.
Is it a physical board or is it just a software?
No, it's an actual hardware thing. It's like I've got buttons on it, I can save presets and everything.
Oh man, crushed by the cubes.
Oh no, the deadly cubes.
I'm more impressed that he got through that crusher on the first try, because that gives you no time at all.
Yeah, it's like if you stop in order to fight anything, it's just like, yeah, you kind of die.
But you need the power-ups too, which is the crazy thing. So you have to keep moving, but also just stopping to grab those.
Oh!
And the shadow got crushed.
I really like the jump in this game.
It's so slow, though. I've never seen a jump that slow.
Almost got the cubes defeated. Hey, Flargra.
Yep, there we go. Flargra prevailed over Ninja Spirit. So at the very least, he's got this bargaining chip in order to help him out to get to a better place. Because everybody else is still on stage 3.
Yeah,
And
this
time
might
is
be
running out.
54 or 45. So I think he did actually lock in despite the loss of Mega Man. That was a big time save. These other players are having way too much trouble with this game.
I mean, it's not an easy game.
Yeah, at least it seems like it is mostly functional compared to the other 2 games.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Piss-colored Mega Man 2s for the Game Boy's great.
Mega Man 2 with
Mega Man in
sliding.
the piss area.
Mega Man 2 with new features. We broke up the 8 bosses into packs of 4 so that you only did the good ones first and you were ready with powers for the hard ones, right? Yeah. That's why Airman's up front.
Yep.
Everyone's favorite.
But to be fair, the other bosses were already in the other game, I think.
I think the next set that you fight is like Mega Man 3 bosses or something like that. They were like a game behind on the Game Boy for some reason.
Yep. Mega Man 2 makes you fight 4 bosses from Mega Man 2 and then the 4 bosses from Mega Man 3. Then Mega Man 3 makes you fight the 4 other Mega Man 3 bosses and then 4 bosses from Mega Man 4.
And 4 does something similar than 5 with its own game.
Yep, 5 is completely original.
And honestly, from what I remember, pretty good.
Yeah, it's like you fight robot masters that are team after planets.
We're fighting for
And
3rd
you're-
place here, and Lineback, if he doesn't beat this, is going to be 0-6, which is going to put him out of the tournament. Probably. I think so. I think there's no way they can come back from that.
Well, I'm at-
Oh,
we're
and
at
Eric
6
Von Wolf is
points.
done with the ninja boss.
What are Eric and Flargra at right now?
If Eric wins this, they'll be 3 each,
Okay.
which means that 3rd game's going to be a tiebreaker. I decided to do 3 instead of 2 games on the round 1, just to break this kind of tie.
And also because you're crazy.
I thought it would work better than doing double elimination in stage. It almost works out to be the same number of games because I took double elimination off of the second part.
Oh, it's single elimination for the bracket. Okay.
Yeah, it is. That'll be cleaned up real quick. No more losses after you get to that part. The pressure will be on right away. I think Lineback does need 1 point and then 1st place.
He
for-
need to finish the game like really soon, but unfortunately, he's having problems on level 3.
Yeah, he's got a 30. He's behind by 30 seconds if I'm reading this room correctly. So, but he's got a whole stage to beat.
Yeah,
And honestly, that stage 4 is not short.
I think it's all wrapped up,
Yeah.
Yep.
which is putting the score at 6, 3, and 3. We do have one more match. The G group, they're waiting to go.
And we accidentally saw those games, so
Yeah, what did you think?
that'll be fun. Those will be fun.
That's the
Yep.
What pack is that? That's the Avaket pack. That's not my pack. I haven't seen any of those. I have played them before though.
Yeah, no, I think this was the harder pack of the 2, but that one might be the more interesting of the 2. I can't remember what the second game was on that pack. I'm not gonna say the others.
Hey, listen, I've been sitting on a real piece of shit that you have to get to the finals to play. A real I've only got 1 game for that pack so far, and I need to find 2 more for the final match that are on par with it. It's absolutely the worst thing I've ever seen.
All right. Anyway, in the meantime, Eric Von Wolf failed to finish the level.
Yep, 54, 45 for Flargra. Yeah, the bot didn't time out. Eric though, that's weird.
He's not. Is he out? Let me see. Flarger typed .done, and you have to type the right thing. You mix up my bot. We have this problem with 2 racing bots in my thing, and one of them won't go away.
Oh.
And he uses documents. Where's Eric at here? Let me see.
I'm trying to find his timer right now. I figured it would have already said he was out. Yeah, he's at definitely over 20 minutes. Why hasn't the bot said anything?
Yeah, they should be. It's buggy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna get this next group ready.
Alright,
All right.
anyway, I gotta go, so, goodbye, everybody!
See you later. Psych.
Later.
Thanks for joining me.
Later!
Thanks for the race.
Yep. Nice playing. This is Group G. Round 3. Their final battle.